Hello, everyone. Welcome again. Yeah, welcome to K Podcast. Um, this particular video has been going viral from literally Instagram to TikTok, and I wanted to give my 2 cents on this because it is interesting. So, this is what happened in this particular story, the whole thing. Um, One of these ladies, one of them is it OnlyFans model or whatever she does on OnlyFans. So she does OnlyFans, and she noticed that her friend's husband, like one of her friends, best friends by the way, husbands, are like in her OnlyFans, and he has been sending her money, and she had not noticed this. It's like she found out accidentally that, hey, this is my friend's husband. What is he doing on my OnlyFans? Sending me all this money. And let's not forget, uh, her friend with the husband have a financial problem. They've been having this big financial problem, and the friend have actually been complaining about money issues at home. But here goes this man spreading the money on his wife's best friend on OnlyFans. Now, it is something that is laughable because I can tell you how much I laughed because it was laughable. You are look at this woman over here trying to struggle with the husband financially, also leaning on her friend, telling her friend, you know what? Yes, we're struggling financially, and here goes the husband spreading the money. That is one thing I always say, because this is the thing with pygmies. This is also what pygmies are getting most of the time. When you want to go into a relationship and do 50-50 and do all of that, where do you think the rest of his money is going? It's not going to be going to you, but it's going to be going to somewhere. It's going to be going to somebody. If you are not taking the money, somebody else is going to be taking the money. But in this particular case, she doesn't even have the money. They're struggling, and this man goes on OnlyFans, knowing that that is his wife's best friend, joins her OnlyFans, and had been sending her money. Now, here's where the issue came. So after this good girl, because I think she's a very good friend, for calling her friend and telling her, hey, your husband is on my OnlyFans page, but you know what? No problem. I know you've been struggling with your financial issues. I am gonna send you half of the money. So she told her friend that she was gonna send her half of the money that her husband has been sending her. I was like, wow, that's a good friend. I mean, she kind of do have you on her mind. She kind of do understand that you're struggling financially. But of course, we all know where the anger is gonna go, where the wife is gonna place the anger. We know where she's gonna place the anger, because yeah, she wanna make sure that marriage works. Instead of her noticing that she married trash. She married trash, by the way. Instead of her leaving the trash, she decided she was gonna, uh, take out her anger on the friend. So the friend decided, that she was gonna send her half of the money. Told her she was gonna send her half of the money, and this is what the girlfriend said. No, she doesn't want her sending half of the money. She wants her to send the full amount that her husband has been sending to her. Now, I am not with that. I am not with that, because she became, I'm gonna say she's taking out her anger on the wrong place, because she's demanding her friend now to send her the full money, that all the money that her husband has been sending her on OnlyFans. And I'm like, what? And the girl had to come with receipt, even talking about OnlyFans have to take their own share of the money, so she cannot even, give her the full amount. And I'm like, this is your friend that is literally telling you she could give you half of the money. Girl, you should have taken it and move on. But of course, you want to place your anger somewhere else. You want to place it on her. And I'm going to say this to ladies. If you have a friend that likes to place her anger on you when something is happening in her home, that is not your friend. I wouldn't want to be a friend with somebody that is a pick me. If you're a woman that is a pick me, and you let your husband or whatever partner you got to literally get a free ride, do whatever they want on you, and you take out your anger on somebody else, no, you're toxic to me. So I'm gonna be pulling up this video over here. I think it's the first one. Yeah, over here, and let this content creator talk about this.
Embarrass you at every chance they can due to struggle.
Hold
So
up.
shout out to Boxing Bird 81 for bringing this story because, yeah. So the tweet starts off like this and says, some men will embarrass you at every chance they can due to struggling with bills at home, and he subscribed to his wife's friend's OF and sent her over $600 in total. She, the wife's friend, told the wife because she knows that they were struggling and gave her some of the money back. She lucky she got anything back. Now let's get into these messages. Okay, at the top, you can see the friend sent her about $250 back. And she starts off the text and says this, hey sis, I really hate to say this, but Dan is on my OF. I didn't realize it was him because he was using his middle name. And all.
You can imagine that. I mean, the girl actually gave her the money back. Okay, let's continue.
He sent me a little over $600, but the app, takes 20%. She said, I feel like the least I can do is send half of what I was, especially with the bill situation. He is blocked, and I took him off my Twitter as well. Not a friend says here below, okay, thank you, but I'm trying to understand why you only sent half. That's our money. That's weird.
Oh my, oh. Okay. Okay, that I think that is this is definitely gonna end their friendship. It's definitely gonna end their friendship. That is our money. That's the money that she earned by him literally watching out, like literally our money. No friends, but I'm gonna stand with the OnlyFans girl here because she provided the services. She provided services that she got paid for, and the fact that she's even giving you back the money because you are a friend and she wants to stay faithful and keep your friendship going, you decided to tell her that's your money. I'm sorry if your husband put himself in that particular place, and if you marry trash, that is what you see. That is what you get when you're married to somebody that cannot be faithful to you. Unbelievable. Let's continue.
Girl. She then goes on to say, and how do you not know who it was, but you're talking for weeks? So I'm just going to paraphrase what the friend says. She said, once it got sent to me, it became my money. She said, I made the videos and bought the outfits. And on top of that, the app takes 20%. The friend goes on to say is because he's not my husband and I don't know his middle name off the top of my head. The wife replied back and says, well, I think you should send the rest. You know we are behind. This is crazy. You already know we got to get to the comments. Somebody by the name of This Lion says, a dude who sends money like that is not struggling at all. The poster Boxing Bird says, nah, they are struggling on bills. His priorities are messed up. And I could.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys this story. I wish I had actually brought this video up here because it would be very interesting. It would have been very interesting if I had to contribute that video over here, because there is this man that is going through divorce with his wife of, is it 30 years? And the wife did not know that this man, the first house that they bought together, the land had oil. So the man told the wife, like it was 10 years ago before they divorced. He told her, you know what, we're gonna have to sell this home. We don't have so much money since all the kids have grown up and left the home. So the man told the wife that they have to go get a smaller place. They've been the man has been acting as if they've been middle class for a long time. And I wish I had that video here because it is an interesting fact to this particular topic. So this man, what he did was he noticed for a long time there was oil and they were getting paid for, is it 15 years for the oil from that land. He never told his wife. He never told his wife for the last years that they were married that he's been getting paid. Huge amount of money from companies, by the way, that they are actually millionaires, So it was when the wife was like, she doesn't check on the assets, she doesn't check on the financial thing, although she works too. She doesn't really put her hand into that particular aspect, she leaves it for her husband to do everything. But she does not know that the land that they had, the house that they had before that they moved out of, had oil in it. This man did not tell the wife that there was oil on that in that land and that he was getting paid. It was when they were having this divorce case that, she contacted a lawyer, and the lawyer asked her when did they sell the house, the previous house that they were living. And she told the lawyer, to be surprised, to her own surprise, the lawyer came back and told her, hey, you didn't sell that land. That land was not sold. And she was like, no, but my husband said we sold the house. We sold it. And she said, no, you didn't sell the house. That land where the house is on has oil, and there is a company that is paying your husband. They've been paying your husband for years. And I'm like, oh my God, this man is about to be effed up. When I saw that divorce case, I said, oh my God, this woman has been living with this man for many years. The children grown up, left the home, and you couldn't tell your wife of 30 years that, hey, you know what? We got oil in that land. Like things that some men will hide, because not all men are like this. Not all. Like some men will hide. Like he probably was expecting that she would divorce him and not know anything about the millions that he's been embezzling, by the way. He's been getting from the company. I was shocked to my soul when the lawyer was coming out. It was on TikTok. She was exposing him. She was like, I've noticed your asset. I've noticed also about the land with oil and the house. And I've noticed that you've been getting paid for more than 15 years for that land. And your wife had no clue about it. She's been living with you as a middle class family. What have you been doing with all that money? So we're going to be needing, receipt, and we're going to be needing where you've been keeping all those money. I'm following that story for part 2 because I want to know how that one ends, but I don't think it's going to be ending well for him. Now, that goes to this particular topic because this lady is saying that they are struggling financially. That actually reminds me of this particular topic with the oil. Because I'm like, he could have money and just hide it from you. He could actually have money and hide it from you. Like, I don't think he doesn't look like a man that is really financially struggling if he's been just spreading the money on an OnlyFans, actress. And the fact that he probably know that that's your best friend because it's your friend. And he's over there spraying all that money. I don't think he's having any problem financially.
Couldn't agree more. Another person by the name of Big Luck says she gave back a sufficient amount. I wouldn't have gave nothing back. Men? It's so embarrassing. Somebody said that cash says pending. She better be quiet before it says and I had to go back and look. Yes, it is still pending. Somebody else stated, I'm wondering, did he know the person is his wife's friend and when he subscribed, or if he subscribed to a random OF and she just so happened to know it's his wife? That's actually a really good question. I think in my personal opinion, he knew. Somebody by the name of Exclusive Story says, wait, so let me get this straight. They behind in real life, but he's steady contributing to OF fantasies? Yes, he is. Somebody gonna say the wife ain't leaving either. You know she not leaving. You know she not, because
No, she's. I don't think she's gonna be leaving anytime soon. She's literally out here fighting her friend. She doesn't seem like a woman that wants to leave. She seems like she's gonna ride and die in that place. That's where she's gonna fight for that relationship, and he's probably gonna do it again.
she low-key sounded like she already knew. This the tweet right here. Somebody by the name of Antisocial says, the way I would have had them divorce papers served by week's end, you mishandling the money and lusting after my friend, signed here, here, and here.
I'm unbelievable. I'm like, that man over there tricking on your friend, and he probably knows that it was her friend. So this is another commentary, somebody that also had an opinion that I find her opinion very, very valuable, and I actually liked what she said. I'm just gonna play it before we leave.
So go back and watch that entire video, but the gist of it is this. A woman with an OnlyFans account had a subscriber whom she found out a few weeks into his subscription was the husband of one of her close friends. Upon realizing this, she estimated the total amount of money she had earned from this particular person, messaged her friend, his wife, to discuss this with her, and gave the wife half of the money that she had earned from this man. And if you look at those screenshots, you can see a masterclass in misdirected anger. Rather than being upset at the husband who saw her struggling to pay bills in the house they shared together, and was giving money to an online sex worker who happened to be one of her close friends, she directs that anger instead to her friend for not giving her all of the money that she rightfully earned from one of her subscribers. This is the reason why so many people say that pick-me's, aka male identified women, are bad friends. That woman who's going to bend over backwards to make the relationship work no matter what, no matter how she's being cheated, no matter how she's being disrespected, no matter how many times that man has let her fall on her face or been outside, been out here in these streets, the woman whose biggest flaw is that she loves too hard, that woman is not just hurting herself in that relationship. She will hurt any other woman whom she feels is a threat to that relationship. Even in this situation where it was her husband actively seeking out her friend's OnlyFans, she somehow turned that around as her friend needing to have known better and owing her all of the money that.
Okay, okay. First of all, I think the wife is a trashy friend. She's a trashy friend because when you have, I would value my relationship with my friend that much if she would come to me and be like, "Hey, girl, look what's happening. Your husband is doing this." That is a friend that I would like to keep close to me for the rest of my life. That's a friend that I would actually put trust on. Not that man. That man, at this point, that man probably be served a divorce letter, and we probably be working on our divorce because at the end of the day, he's still gonna divorce you. It's just reminding me of Derek Jackson and his wife, his ex-wife, going to be, by the way. Yeah, the fact that, Danae was doing the same thing. She was, letting her husband, get a free ride and blaming everybody else. At the end of the day, what happened? Divorce still happened. Divorce still happened. And this is the thing. Women like this they are gonna destroy every friendship they have with anybody else. They're gonna destroy any friendship they have with other women. They're gonna destroy it. And then when that man leaves, they're gonna sit down and be like, nobody's here to hold me when I'm crying, when I'm down, when this man is not here, when I'm feeling sad. Nobody's here because you drove everybody away. And you were a trashy friend. Let's just call it what it is. Let's continue.
The husband sent, even though, again, it was money that she earned from him. To be very clear, I don't believe that the friend who had the OnlyFans account was under any obligation to send her friend any money. It wouldn't have been any different than if she were a server at a restaurant and this man ate there. He would still be required to pay for his food and tip his server. In this case, he paid for a service and she rendered that service, so that was rightfully her money. The only reason, the only justification I can see for her sending the money at all is that, unlike that man, she actually feels bad about the fact that her friend is strong.
I think the friend just sent it out of guilt. She feels bad. She knows their financial situation. She knows that her friend's been crying about, their financial situation. And here is the husband spreading the money. I feel like it's just guilt. And the way I'm pretty sure she feels bad for her friend. And she's like, you know what? I'm just going to send you half of the money back. But the wife gets mad and become greedy and asks for everything. I'm like, what? What? Like I said before, she actually did a service which she got paid for.
Struggling and she wants to help her. This woman is so male identified that she's throwing away a very good friend in order to keep a man who would betray her on so many levels. I really hope that the woman with the OnlyFans finds herself a better, more loyal, more grateful friend. As for the woman in the relationship, she might not have the relationship she deserves, but she certainly has a relationship that she's tolerating.
Yep. So that's it for right now, people. I'm gonna say this: if you have a friend like that, that you know they always misplace their anger, especially if they're married, that is not your friend. That is not somebody you want to be around. I wouldn't advise anybody to be around people like that, especially if their husbands do things and they put that anger on other people other than who they're supposed to put it on. No, and I don't think that OnlyFans girl should have sent her any money. I don't think she should have. She shouldn't have given her a penny out of nothing. In fact, the fact that some people say the money is still pending, if she could, I would tell her to just cancel the payment. Don't send her a dime. Don't send her a dime. If she want to be married to trash, she can continue being married to trash, but that's not your business. And just stop the friendship with her because it's absolutely nonsense at this point. Now, with that being said, I'm going to say this. You guys let me know what you think about this particular video and let me know in the commentary section. Don't forget to press that like button and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next one. Have a great day and goodbye.